We are live, I hope. 5 minutes late. That is a huge success. So what do you think?
Oh, I mean, I'm surprised we're not 2 hours late. Given the atmosphere, we're bickering a little bit before the show.
Yeah.
We had to get it off our chest, though. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
It has been. It has been. Now, who's this guy?
So this is Matt, the Casino King.
That's correct.
Yeah, I follow you on TikTok. We're mutuals on TikTok. I didn't even know you were coming today. Now I can get your autograph properly.
Of course.
Yeah.
For a small fee.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You care if they know your name?
Sure.
So this is Matt Gothard, the Casino King. You played Thursday. I played with you in the game. You crushed the 10, 20, 40 game. 20,000.
We all saw it on TikTok because you were dancing.
You love to dance? You got to dance if you're on TikTok.
Yeah. Dancing after you won 20K.
Mm-hmm.
Because the haters.
Yeah.
Yes. So many of them.
So what we're going to do today, you guys already know this. This is Chat Pro Saturday. This is a time for us to allow you guys to get on here to ask me any questions, Valerie any questions, our guests, of course. We're going to have guests today. After this handsome gentleman, we got Blank Check Ben coming in at noon on Zoom, Eric Persons, Kyle Raver Poker, Bart Hansen, Billy DeGaff, Andy Stacks, Joey Ingram, and Haley Hanna, and we'll probably have more. And we're off to the races. So what do you do? So what's the king do on a normal day? What's your stick? I just heard you say content over poker.
Yeah, I do a lot of, so it's casino content. So it's not just poker. I'd make a lot of blackjack content, roulette. I got into about 2 years ago and just started mainly venting about this horrible thing, gambling, that I love. And so that's sort of where I've got the inspiration from. And now on an everyday basis, I'll go to a casino, lose some money, and then complain about it in a video that people kind of relate to.
So do you record yourself when you're in all these casinos?
Just when I'm vlogging for poker.
Do you get any trouble when you're walking around with a camera and vlogging?
You know, so it's not a camera, it's just my phone. And in
hold on 1 second. They're saying the audio is very low, Vincent. They're starting to blow it up. So let's get that first so they could hear you.
Yeah, I'm a quiet guy too.
Tell me, guys, when this is this is the beautiful thing about today.
Right, close.
There's going to be no production value. This is going to be, if we get hungry, we eat here. If we get up, we leave. If we have technical difficulties, who cares? So, is it better? Tell me right now, is it better? Give me some thumbs up so we can move on.
I'm assuming the chat's on a bit of a delay too, right?
7-second delay.
Oh, that's not bad.
That isn't too bad at all. It's Jay Coulter says it still could be louder, sir. So make it as loud as you can until they complain about it being too loud. And then when it's too loud,
then bring it back down.
It's like moving furniture.
Okay, now Fu Man says it's all good. And somebody said, well, Jay Coulter's deaf. So, and then Lewis said louder. Democracy, huh? I'll tell you.
Nick Airball says it's better. Nick Airball, congratulations on your wrench. Because up until a few minutes ago, Nick Airball and Nick Vertucci didn't even have a wrench on the Nick Vertucci show.
That's right. We were wrenchless.
Funny.
We were wrenchless.
Felt naked without the wrench.
Right? You have no control. They can say whatever they want.
Yeah. It's
so
like chaos.
We have Nick Airball. We have Julie Takis. Angelique Galagos, of course. The famous Dana Craven. So far, those are our mods picked by me. And back to you. Go ahead. Tell us what you're saying.
Also, Nick Airball watching, feel free to mod it up in the chat. You just, if they bring the smoke, you remember you got the wrench. Just give it to them hard. Okay.
I kind of want a wrench. I don't really know what the wrench is.
I don't know. It's a little bit of a program to get a wrench around here.
Wait a minute. You're into content? You don't know what a wrench is on YouTube?
Well, I just learned. It's the mods, right?
Oh, you're a quick learner.
You literally learned a minute ago. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not really into YouTube as much, like I was saying. Like, it's really been short form content. But you were asking me if I got any trouble at a casino with a camera.
Yeah.
So I live in Minnesota. There's only like 2 real casinos that you can go to. And so I thought there was no chance they were going to let me vlog, but it's too much of a risk to go in there and get banned, because then where else am I going to gamble? I mean, I guess online. But so I went in and had to meet with them like 3 or 4 times to get the approval. And it's actually been going great. Like, the videos are getting a bunch of views, and so they're getting free ads or, advertisements. And people want to play at the table when I'm there now, because they think there's a chance that they could be on the clips. So at first I was getting a lot of pushback, but people especially in Minnesota are kind of rallying around me as like the only vlogger from Minnesota. So I'll take it.
So are there like real casinos? Because out here we have card rooms and we have full casinos.
Yep.
And there's a distinctive difference where the full casinos, they have the slots, they've got the dice games. Card rooms, just cards.
Yep.
You know, it sounds.
That's kind of how we have it. We have the like the tribal casinos that have everything but poker, and then there's
everything
just the poker.
but poker.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
I don't. You know, the way that I can explain it, and there's not like dice. So there's they have like virtual roulette, a lot of blackjack tables, slots. But
This does not sound appealing.
You
I'll
know,
just be honest.
there's a lot of bright lights, which is kind of fun.
Nick, I know Nick doesn't want no virtual dealers.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
I don't blame you.
That's a nightmare.
It's
for
over
Nick.
for me.
Yeah.
Retire.
No, because it is not even about the technology. I remember us having the conversation.
Yeah.
It like loses the whole essence.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's horrible. And
That's the one place I want low tech dealers. I want dealers.
we need to be able to engage, talk, thank people,
Yeah.
just like hear sounds.
Have some fun. Like,
Yeah.
like peel the card,
Yeah.
laugh with the dealer. Yeah.
I mean, what is Armenian Mike? Is he going to get mad at a computer? You know, you got to get
Oh,
mad
that
at a
shit's
person.
gonna break in half. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Russian Mike, not just
Yeah.
Armenian Mike. Russian Mike's gonna
Yeah.
break that computer in
They
half.
got to have someone to yell at,
Yeah.
right? When you
You got to blame the
of course,
dealer
because it is the dealer's
What are you
fault.
gonna do when the dealer gives you bad cards? You ask for a deck change.
Yeah.
There's no dealer there.
There's no dealer, and it changes automatically, and they don't feel like it's a real change.
It doesn't feel
you
like
can't see
anything.
the change.
Wash the cards, dealer. Dealer can't wash the cards.
Yep. They can't give you advice. You know,
They
how
can't.
sometimes
They can't
they're like,
help you out in life. Like maybe you shouldn't have that fifth drink.
Right.
Right.
Right. Or maybe you should.
I mean, so you're in Minnesota.
Yep.
I don't hear an accent from you though.
I've kind of lived all over the place. So I lived in Chicago for a little bit. We lived out here in LA.
But
and
it
then
doesn't feel authentic. I feel like you're missing that part of you. Like you belong to no one.
Like I don't. I belong to the casinos. You know, that's my real
King of the
home.
casinos.
Wherever a casino is. Like I was driving past the Commerce today, and I pointed out to my wife, I was like, "That's the Commerce. Like that's a classic place." And she's like, "It looks like a shithole."
You
And I
know
was
who's
like, you know?
not allowed in that shithole?
You?
Yeah. Yeah.
I only said that because you
Banned.
asked.
Banned, yeah. And about that shithole,
Are you actually banned? Fully banned?
I don't know. I can't go in and
You're
play.
Properly 86?
If I go in and someone sees me, they say, "Sir, can you leave?"
Why?
And you can't take your pork chop. Well, because some months back last year, I went and I sat down playing 10, 20, 20, 40 something. And everyone I knew 3 people, but all the other people know the show. And they're like, "Oh, hey, how's the show? How does it work? How's this?" So I'm answering questions because I'm a nice guy. But apparently if you talk about other games or other things in your competition, so that was okay. No one said anything to me then. Someone reported it or someone heard something. I came back months later and I go to play. I give my card. I play 2 hands. They get my blinds, of course. And then they come up and say, "Hey, can we talk to you?" I'm like, "About fucking what?" And yeah, they kicked me out.
Do you know why? Do you want to know the real reason why? Because I know the real reason why.
Okay, what?
Because they lost their chance to have a live stream owned by you in their casino.
We gave them a shot.
And you gave them a shot. Sorry guys, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
And now they're mad about it. You know, they're a scorned ex-wife.
Yeah.
And you got away without paying alimony.
Yeah, well, I paid. They kept my blinds. They wouldn't give them back. I'm like, I want my blinds.
What about your pork chops? Did you eat them?
I was just about to order them. The whole thing was a disaster.
imagine
I
if you
played
ordered
2
them?
hands. They were blinds. I'm like, okay, give me my blinds back. They go, "That's not how it works." I said, "Are you guys kidding me?"
What if you were in the middle of a massage? What would you have done?
Right. What happens then? And I
Commerce
was going to be very
Casino.
soon. I was going for the whole enchilada soon.
I don't care how many hot guys win tournaments at Commerce Casino. I'm not happy with them now.
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
No. And by the way, the peeps out there want to know what your handles are on the different contents. So why
Yeah.
don't you say that really slow, go over each one, so you can...
So-
Real slow.
So on TikTok,
Maybe
it's
someone could put them in the description.
at the Casino King, and then on Instagram, it's the real Casino King because you know there's a lot of fake ones out there.
Right.
YouTube's the Casino King, and then I think Twitter is real Casino King.
Are you gonna,
Okay. It's
a
are you
nice
gonna read what
variety.
Boston Strong
I
just
knew
wrote?
you were going to
Oh,
say
no.
I
that.
think you should read it.
Oh, no.
I
It's
want
so
you to read
funny.
it.
You know, when you get to
'Cause I know it
it's,
irritates
it's like
you.
an ex-wife, you just know what they're going to say. And I
Because-
looked at it.
because if
Did
the
you see
tables
me
are-
smile?
When the tables are turned, you're like, "Did you see? Remember I said I'm good looking."
Did
and
you
want
see me
to
look
read
at my phone and smile? Yes
Yeah.
or no? Okay, because I knew it was coming. Okay.
Say it.
let's-
Boston Strong.
Boston Strong says Veronica looks awesome today. Mad respect for you guys and your success.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
know that you.
Someone else too I saw earlier. You didn't
Your
catch
fans
it.
are in the chat too. I'm sure.
Oh, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. I don't see anyone that you know.
So
This was a
Dana
waste.
Craven, very nice of you to put Matt's socials in the chat. I like this. I feel like we have assistants.
Dana, I'm going to tell you something right now. Dana Craven
The best.
is the absolute moderating nuts.
I'm glad you bring that up because she's my #1 super fan, actually.
Is she?
Yes, yeah. So if she's in the chat, Casino
She's
King
my best
fans
friend,
are.
guys. We went to school together.
Really?
Yeah, for 20 years.
Wow.
We failed a few grades together.
Who?
Dana Craven.
No, you didn't. You went to different
I
schools
believed it.
together? Yeah.
I believe the whole thing.
Well, I did too.
That's the Midwest in me. I just believe basically anything
Yeah.
people
So-
say because
So you're in LA. Are you visiting? Do you live here? What's going on?
just visiting. Just came out to play the game on Thursday, and then we have a meetup game today. Me and Kiro at Lucky Lady.
Oh,
So
what time?
At 3:00.
Okay.
2-3, so a little bit lower stakes. You know.
Lucky Lady. That sounds like a topless
It
poker
does.
club or something.
It does. The chips all have basically topless ladies on them. I'm not even kidding.
What are you guys playing? What games are you spreading today?
Just 2-3. But I'm basically gonna play any hand
You
at
gonna
this point.
straddle? You gonna go up
Oh
to
yeah,
6?
yeah. We're gonna max.
Out of
Yeah,
control?
6.
Did you happen to
6.
see what Ian Reynolds said? I mean, I don't know.
Oh my God. I don't even see it. Ian Reynolds says, Nick, I just finished your book. Amazing story and really shows how much of a badass you are in life. Cheers. Glad. Thanks for interrupting this really great dialogue we had
Fuck
going
that
on.
shit.
No, I wanna read the
That's the
book.
nuts right there. Shit. Hey, thanks for being on, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. It's a nice
All right.
drive down here.
Well, I'm just talking 5 South. It's right there. You make a right. All right. Okay.
clip
go,
that out.
Finish.
So you're going to Lucky Lady today. You're doing a meetup game. What do you like? Do you have people reaching out to you in LA that want to meet you, or what's going
Yeah,
on?
I have a decent friend group out here too that I haven't caught up with in a while, so I think they're gonna stop by. I was texting Robbie trying to get her to show up to the meetup game. We'll see if she actually goes.
Robbie?
Yeah,
Oh,
Robbie.
you did an interview with her, didn't you?
Yeah, we're cool. We're cool.
You're cool.
I mean, cool.
I
like
mean,
as
let's
in-
talk about the level of cool
like we're
here.
cool. You and me
Yeah?
are cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we don't
I
have
think-
beef.
Look, I will say Robbie leans in. She is a textbook case of leaning in and maximizing, optimizing situations.
Yeah, she got max value. out of
Yeah,
that hand.
she's a PR queen.
max value out of Jack 4.
Yeah.
Every time you see it, you think of her. There's not
Yeah.
really. You know,
She just like one hand spun that into max popularity, and
Yeah.
yeah, she's good. I don't know who's advising her, or if she's just naturally good at this, but shout out to Robbie for that shit.
Yeah. So I had a good idea for once. so, we got Eden Rocks in there. He's our guy.
Oh, Eden, what's up? Mariachi.
Mariachi.
Our mariachi band lawyer.
40 ounces in there. Okay, so we were talking earlier. How in the hell are we going to do any giveaways, right? Because, like, if we say, okay, 40 ounce of freedom, not that I am, don't get excited, it wins a sweatshirt or we give them something, we didn't really know how to get their information because if we give an email, 100 people will email and say it's them. If we do this, so Dana Craven, I don't know how you're going to do it, but if you're going to be here, can you find a way, if we do a giveaway for a particular person, can you find a way to make sure who they are legit?
And we should give Dana also a sweater for this.
Dude, Dana, yeah, I'm gonna load her up. So
Okay.
Dana, can you do that? She goes, I got it.
Okay, she's
amazing.
keeping track. I love Dana.
Okay, so when we do that, she's got it.
Dana's getting a swag package too.
Yeah.
So Dana asked what your plans are for the World Series of Poker.
Still figuring that out. I mean, now that I have a bankroll to work with, I might go out there for the first week. I don't know if I'll play the main event though. Probably just some of the smaller stuff and just to get out there, experience it. So maybe spend a week.
Is this would be your first
Yeah,
time playing?
yeah,
it
it would be, yeah.
Oh my god.
I love tournaments, but they drive me crazy. Like, I don't know. Cash games are different
I know,
for me.
but the World Series of Poker is an electric, beautiful, unique event. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's not a normal tournament.
Yeah, I always hear though that everybody's in a good mood the first week, and then if you come towards the end, though, everybody's burned out and tired.
Oh yeah, everyone's grumpy by the last week. Also, the cash games are really good the first 2 weeks of the World Series of Poker before the Euros get there. Once the
Sure.
Euros inflict themselves onto the games are crappy. It's like you get 10 hands an hour maybe, and then you get a lot of tank folding. You know this shit.
That's fun.
Oh, they're the worst.
I'll play in King's Lounge. I'll play 5-10 for the first 2 weeks, and then I'm not playing anymore because the games are too bad.
Because they're tight and don't play,
They're
or is
tight.
that
They're 10 times better than me. They're tight. They're GTO strats. They're wearing sunglasses and hoodies. They're the opposite of Nick Airball. I want Nick Airball at my table. I want a whole table full of Nick Airball.
This is how they fold when they know they're folding.
Yes.
Okay, because they got to be.
Take 5 minutes.
They got to be
this,
very
please.
balanced.
But
fun.
Picture it lasting for 2 or 3
Well, I didn't
more
want to
minutes.
go. Yeah, I didn't want to go that long because it would have been really bad.
It's brutal. By the way, Nick Airball's playing today with Berkey, I believe.
Yep, he's up 90K.
He's up 90K. I think they start at like 4 p.m. typically. Have you been watching that Heads Up Challenge?
Oh, I haven't been watching it because it's not streamed anywhere.
Have you been watching, like following online and everything?
You know, I know. I posted a video about this, but like I just don't care about it because I can't watch it, and so it's just a lot. Like I get hand histories from so many friends that are like, "Oh, what should I have done here, man? Look at this hand I did it," and it's like it's so much to read and keep up with. So I'm rooting for Nick. Like I think that's kind of where I side on it, but it's hard to care about someone I can't watch.
I really think there was a disservice to our poker community to not stream this match. I know Airball really wanted to do it. He would have been up for it, but it's like brutal that Berkey didn't want to do it. I don't know why. It would have just been
The guy behind you didn't want it.
Berkey.
Yeah, he didn't want it.
Yeah, so
that was my thing is like you want to get up in somebody's face in a poker room and like make a big show about it, but then it's like, well, then make a big show about it. Like, let's stream it. Let's watch it. Let's make it the biggest thing in poker right now.
Right. And it would have been. And
Yeah.
it kind of is.
It is.
We
It still
want
has
more.
a lot of traction for not being able to see it, and
Yeah.
that, to your point, would have been sick.
God, like just imagining those potential swings and like us being able to watch it would have been amazing.
It would have been good for the game too, because right now everything that goes viral in poker 9 out of 10 times is like a scam, something super negative.
Yeah.
And this would have been something that everybody could kind of rally around and watch. There'd be endless amounts of content on it.
Yeah.
So that's just, I don't know.
Well, Airball's in there said I would have killed to get this on stream, and I believe him. He
I
wants
bel-
to
yeah.
stream back.
He said he's going to get some behind the scenes footage today for us
Yeah.
too. And maybe we'll go live on Twitter tonight and Nick Airball can give us an update too.
Yeah. A lot of times I know Nick is exhausted after, but Nick, if you're willing, we'd
Nah,
love to.
Nick's an animal.
We'd love to get you on.
Nick's an animal. He gets in there at like 1 a.m. and starts blowing up
That's true.
fucking
That's
Berkey.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So someone said that we should get Nick and Veronica bobbleheads.
Ooh.
That'd be fun.
I think we
Where
should.
they fight each other. The fists
Yeah, the
fight each
rock'em
other.
sock'em boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do
and
that.
Knock your head right off your shoulders. Anyways.
I mean,
Your bobblehead just.
All right. You're married?
I am.
You got
Yep.
kids?
One kid. One kid.
That's nice. How old?
One in a year and a half.
Did you guys ever make it to the Lucky Lady on a family trip?
So that's that we're heading that way after this. I didn't know
Okay.
that Santa Ana was on the list, but we made the family journey
I mean,
down.
screw Disneyland and Universal.
Yeah.
Get over to the Lucky Lady and take a shot.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I gotta just sneak him in. That's the main
I mean,
thing.
content before family.
Before
or
everything
whatever.
else, you know.
Yeah, I get that shit on Snapchat.
She's probably watching this, being like, exactly.
What's her name?
Alex.
Alex. How long you been married?
Since 2018.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You are 30. You
Yeah.
look like you're like 19.
I know. I'm old.
Okay.
I'm an old man.
Yeah. Oh, you're old. Okay. Because you're old. Look at what do you think she feels. So
and he's 10 years older than me. He barely even knows his name anymore.
I swear she had to walk me in by my arm to my seat. Is she hot?
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
That's good. And how did you meet?
We met in high school and then broke up and then got back together in college. And then
How
moved
long
up.
was the breakup?
Like 2 years.
Did she sleep with like 15
I was
guys
just
in
gonna
between?
ask the
No, no.
question.
Yeah, she did.
I got
Yeah,
myself
Are
in
you like
trouble.
a clanger and a bell now when you guys are together?
No. I got myself in trouble in high school, so I moved away for a little bit.
You
and
broke
then,
up with her?
It was a mutual sort
I'm
of
not
thing.
going for the mutual shit.
It's just long distance.
I have never had one person that has not said it's mutual. There's always someone that leads.
Yeah.
Who led?
Yeah, I left the state, so
Okay,
I think
so that was
was
much. She had
yeah.
no choice, bro.
Yeah, it was kind of
Left.
like, hey, you know what?
Yeah,
We're
it was-
both 16. Like this isn't
no.
this
and then
isn't
you
work.
and then you guys circled back and
Yeah.
high school sweethearts.
Circle back in college, and
What's her
then
name?
Alex,
Oh, you said that.
Yeah,
That's right.
yep.
Yeah. See, to her point, old. Yeah, Alex.
and then
Got
we
it.
moved out to LA together. That was kind of our big moment of staying together.
Poker Stiff says I'm making passes at you right now. Do you feel
No.
sexually harassed?
Not yet.
Okay, good.
I'll let you know.
So yeah, you'll know. Believe me.
Well, he charges extra for that.
You'll-
so you'll
Yeah.
get a bill.
You better shut up because if anyone takes that serious, I'm drawn totally dead. Not once. Anyways, all right. What else do we want to know about this kid?
Are
Let's
you
get
passing
this-
the ball to me?
Yeah.
Let's
And
get
just,
this guy out of here.
Move on.
Sticking your head into chat? Is that so? A lot of times Nick has a concentration issue. If there's like 3 things going on at once, there's only one thing he can
She's right about
he can
that.
look at. And if his phone has even just a sprinkle of light, a little notification, he's like zoop, he zooms in and he loses the entire conversation we were just talking about. So it's going to be a tough one today.
No, it's all right. That's all
Yeah.
right. I mean, I kind of do that as well.
You can reach him with your leg. You can just kick him.
Kick him?
I'll give you
He's kind of a
permission.
far way away.
Yeah.
Just watch out for our
Chloe
for
will
our
bite your leg
assistant.
off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Our
She-
assistant Chloe
mess
is
with
here
her.
today.
Nah, she's good.
I don't want to mess with her.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go play poker today. What are your plans after this weekend?
Gonna go back home, and I got a bunch of footage I got to cut together. Try to do a vlog back there, and then I've been trying to do a bunch of online blackjack lately. It's kind of been a thing that I've been picking up, and it's super degenerate. But I think I'm gonna do that.
Play? Like you're
Yeah.
gonna play for real money?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of dumb, but it's fun.
Speaking of degenerate,
Yeah.
you know, of all your travels, and you said you're doing more than just poker. What is the most degen thing you've done or seen?
Okay.
Seen other people do? Like a guy just crawled from like the Wynn to the Bellagio on his hands and knees. I don't know if you saw that video. Just nuts in Vegas.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've seen?
Man, we could talk about this for hours, so I'll try to just pick one. It's between 2, and one of them is gambling on Madden simulations every day during the pandemic. So
On
like,
what?
so you could you on like during the pandemic when
Madden?
so they would play the computer versus the computer on Madden and put it on Twitch, and you could gamble on it. I got crushed.
Yeah?
Absolutely crushed. Yeah, but it was like they play 3 games a day, and like I was watching it, had 3 streams going at the same time. That's probably the most degenerate thing. But the other thing I did was when the XFL was out here.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, I was in a hole, sports betting wise, place I find myself quite a bit. And I was going to an XFL game with some of my buddies. And so I texted my guy and I was like, max bet on the Wildcats today. And so little did my buddies know that I was going to be like the loudest, most obnoxious XFL fan that day. They won though, and I got out of it. So I bought like a sweatshirt and I was a super fan. And then the league folded the next week. But
Yeah.
So anyway, that's
you. Have you seen some crazy shit?
I mean, Vegas, I feel like you always see stuff, especially like in the sports book, the guy like going in there with like a bunch of nickels and stuff like that, trying to place like the $5 bet.
Have you ever gotten to a place where like you're betting your entire net worth?
Outside of Thursday? No.
Was that your entire bankroll?
No.
Were you playing up though? From
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Were you nervous?
What was the game?
It was the 10-20-40 game.
40 ante.
Yep. The most I've ever bought in for was $1,000, 2.5.
What? And you bought it for 20?
I bought it for 10, and I had 10 in my pocket. I was ready to,
you had
throw
2
out there.
bullets.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool. So you were nervous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Were you more nervous about the stakes or that you were on stream playing?
You know, it
High
was
stakes.
both. It was both because so I get a lot of hate in my comments because a lot of the videos I post are losses. So a lot of people are like, this guy sucks at poker, and they're probably right. But there was a part of me that was like, so do I go in here and try to talk to everybody and make a bunch of content and just blow the 20? Or do I try to win? And I didn't know what I was going to do until our first hand that we had. And I got really lucky with that full house. And all of a sudden I was like,
Oh, is that the one where you went runner, runner, runner?
yeah, 777.
So
Runner,
sick.
runner. How many runners do you guys
Well,
have at
it's
Hustler?
well,
18.
runner, 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 and then I ran to the bathroom. So I have.
I think he might have
what
called
did I
me
have?
at that time.
8, 10?
You had 6-10 of clubs.
6, 10 of clubs.
Flop was 7-8-9.
Okay, good. You go through the 7, 8, 9.
I
So
know.
I flopped the second nuts,
Yep.
the straight.
And I have king 9.
You have king 9. I bet you raise.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. And then, but it works out. And then the turn goes 7. So now you
Yep.
got 2 pair 7s and 9s. I still have a straight.
Yep. I think you check.
I check,
And then I bet.
of course, because I knew you were going to bet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I still got to be good here.
And I bet. And then you just called.
I called.
And
then
then-
it ran out another 7, and I was dead. As soon as the 7 came, I knew you had a 9 or some sort of pair, and you had a full house. I had that dumb straight, and you won. It was a nice pot.
I needed it.
You did.
I needed
You
it.
did, yeah. I did get you on that ace high club flush though. You overplayed that. Was it 9 high?
Yeah, 9-3
It was
suited.
a little bit of an overplay with 4 clubs on the board. But these are the things that we grow and we learn.
Yeah, the honest to God truth is I didn't realize that there was 4 clubs out there, and I put the 1,000, like I just put the 1,000 out there, and I was like, I'm about to get him, and then I looked over and I was like, oh shit, there is no way that
and
I'm.
I raise and he goes like this. He goes.
I started looking back at the board.
I should have checked back.
Yeah, not one of my more proud moments, but
it was good though. You did great. You won. It was your first time on stream.
Yeah.
Oh, so you broke your poker stream hymen right here with us.
With you, yeah.
Hustler Casino Live.
Nick likes to break hymens.
I can't. Even when I try,
Usually
can't.
I charge for that.
Even when I try, I could go like 3 times and I still can't break one. But I try, right? I try.
We need to get you some bigger tools, Nick.
It is what it is there, Val. Okay.
So no. Let's go back.
He's done. He's done.
Let's go back. No. So you played against Nick.
Yep.
And Nick's like, the guy, like everyone knows Nick. He's the polarizing person on Hustler Casino. He's got a lot of weird opinions on Twitter. What did you think of him when you played with him and met him in person? Because I feel like people have an idea about Nick, and then they meet him, they're like, oh, that was not anything that I thought.
The best person, and he might cringe when I say this, but you remind me a lot of Eric Person, because I see Eric. You watch Eric on TV, right? And you're like, oh, this guy's a hard ass and kind of a dick. And then you meet him in person and you're like, oh, this guy's actually pretty genuinely nice guy. And, there's some sort of endearing factor. And I kind of felt that way.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm not just saying that because you're right here.
Yeah, and I meant it. So
you were very nice. You were nice in situations you probably didn't need to be, but.
That is true. You put me in a couple situations where I probably would have wanted to strangle you, but no, I was happy for you. I felt you were playing a little bit up. I was glad you won. It was good to have you, so it all worked out. I think I still won, so it was okay. But you took a lot of that from me. I would have been a lot better. I would have been at 20 and not like 10, and it would have been like reverse. But you know what?
Yeah.
You and Alex, you guys, enjoy it.
Well, just for the record, I was talking to Ryan on Instagram, and I was trying to get a part of that creator game. Because, TikTok's like the background, and it was lower stakes. And then he's like, no, we don't have any space, but if you want to play in another one, let me know. So then all of a sudden it was like, hey, Thursday, 10/20/40, you want to play in that? And I was just like, sure.
Oh, God.
And then I was like, so how much am I going to have to, So that was a whole process of because I told my wife originally, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be a part of this creator game. I'm going to try to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might need to buy in for $5,000. And then once I found out what the blinds were, I had to be like, so it might be $10,000 twice.
She's like, okay, I trust you, but if you come home without the $20,000,
it was like it was like okay. And then on the way, it was definitely a lot of hesitation about it because I just haven't played for that much.
Well, you sold action, right?
I sold $2,000. So it was
Stake Kings.
Yeah. So I sold like
10%.
10%, yeah. Which I didn't even know if people would buy it. So I just made like the 1 or 2 videos about it. Yeah.
But why?
They did good.
Did you sell it just for lulz, or did you you don't need to sell 10%?
No. So I put 50% for sale. Oh. So I was like, I'll do up to 10 if people want to buy.
Yeah.
But I did it kind of just because I wanted people to have action on it. And I've got a lot of people, there was people buying $10. So I think TikTok, it's a newer poker community. But I've gotten a lot of people that wrote to me last night and are like, let's fucking go. You made me money. And so I'll take it. I didn't want to lose them money. So I was planning on refunding the $2,000 to the people that did buy if I did just punt the money. Yeah. But no, I was happy that they won. And cool. I was glad I had a large piece of myself.
Yeah, no, it was a fun night, and I'm glad too. Real quick, shout out to Only Poker, our sponsor. I want to make sure I get that in a few times today. It's the all-in-one poker app, and you got to go get it. It's free. It's the nuts, and
there's gossip on there. That's the most important.
There's gossip.
Ooh.
You can start your own circles, which is your own groups. Strategy. You can drop games at different hotels if you want to go to the Aria and start a 25-50. You can put it on the app, and people will know that the game's there that you want to start. And yeah, it's good. And by the way, too, on this show, if you're hey Vincent, I said earlier that you have to sub to chat. Did we do that? Oh, that is done. Okay, so I wanted to make sure. Oh, you did that. You're the man. All right, so if you're in here and you wanna sub the show so you can win gear and you can chat, and I'm gonna make someone else a mod right now. That I told.
No, so tell me, do you consider yourself a professional poker player? Do you study? Like, how did you get into poker?
No, so I got into poker when I was living in LA, and I love playing blackjack. So we went to Hollywood Park and we were playing blackjack, but they make you pay $1 a hand. And they just take it every time, and so that was really
blackjack.
Yeah, so it's like an ante that you just lose, which is completely bullshit. And so I was like, well, getting crushed on that, and then I looked up, and obviously there's all the poker tables, so I was like, I'll give that a try. Mm-hmm. And then sat down, hit a straight like my first hand, and it was kind of, I don't know, I was addicted to it.
You fell in love at first straight.
Yeah, first straight, and you just realize you're not against the casino anymore, like you're just playing against other people. And then I lost a bunch, early on. But so, no, I don't think I'm a professional poker player by any means. I have a lot of fun with it. And I think I'm probably, I play hands that no one should play, like just anything suited. I love chasing flushes. I love doing all the stupid shit.
At least you know who you are.
We got a VIP right here.
No, I mean, if there are so many better ways to be miserable than to be miserable playing poker, so like if it drives you nuts,
tell it to some of the regs.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. There's a lot of people out there that don't love this game.
Yeah, and you said it earlier too. Well, I always post losing hands. There's a lot of hate, dude. Let me tell you something. There's always going to be a lot of hate, and like I had like a great first year. I sucked. Then I went on a downswing. I suck. That's what they say. So you're just always going to suck.
Yeah.
If you're making content,
Yeah. Well, it's I mean, I think what's really bizarre is, so I think I'm a bottom tier player.
You needed to finish.
But
I was like
bottom tier.
Nick and I are like, oh, you're a bottom.
You never want to delay.
I mean, no, I'm a bottom tier poker player, but I'd argue like top tier content creator with what I'm given. So like I feel very confident in, and I can make content out of any piece of anything I'm given. And it's kind of interesting because all my losses are what get millions of views. So like I'll post, like I posted a video losing with a flush. I got like 4.6 million on TikTok.
Really?
So yeah, and they take off, and it's really addicting.
Can you get a couple of these people to sub my show?
I do.
We do it?
I do. I will when we clip out me talking about my breakup.
I get 40,000 views on a deal, and what do we have? Like 16. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that's what I was
sub the show.
That's what I was telling you on the table. I was like, let's collab. You help me with YouTube. I'll help you with TikTok. We'll grow together.
All right, let's do it.
But it's funny when I'm vlogging. It's like a hedge. Like if I lose a bad beat, I'm pissed in the moment, but I'm like, oh, that'll go viral.
So I follow Matt Glantz. He's a friend of mine. He's like big on poker Twitter, but he posts on TikTok every time he does day trading.
Sure. Every
time he does a big loss, everyone loves it, and he gets a ton of people watching. As soon as he wins, no one cares.
Yep.
Everyone wants to see the pain.
Yep.
Are you getting your assistant to come up on the table?
Well, she may not want to stay up, but I want to give her the option. Someone just asked for her to be up, and this is Chloe. Go ahead.
No, everybody loves pain, right?
Yeah.
Like pain's no one cares if you win, and everybody just posts wins, right? Like everybody's out there just saying like, look at this hand that I won. It's pretty predictable, and so I think when you post losses or like you think about bad beats in sports betting, that's what everybody loves.
They love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that social media has changed. When I was young, when I was your age, social media used to be like very like filtered in a way. Everyone showed the best version of themselves. Everyone showed the prettiest picture after makeup. Now people are like raw, unproduced, losing, honesty, transparency. That's what is driving social media now. So people probably want to see the losses more than anything else, because then they're like, oh shit, that's reality. That's what I'm going through too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, talk about chat pros. Like everybody's a pro in the comments. So when you lose, everybody has the answer of how you should have won. Yeah. And when you win, there's not too much more to say other than you could have got more. But if you lose, there's always why the fuck did you play that? Why the fuck didn't you raise? Like, I guess, they always have something to say.
So I'm curious, since you're so heavily involved in social media and TikTok especially, you probably notice all the professionals out there like, oh, I'm a professional I don't know, social media guy. I'm a professional relationship guy. I'm a this guru, that guru. But a lot of it seems to be nonsense.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think the quickest way to make people think you're not a professional is to say, I'm a professional. Like, I think that's the biggest red flag on TikTok. If anybody is like, I'm a professional real estate mogul, you know, or whatever, or day trader, it's like, okay, so you're probably not, because you're out here trying to just
Sell a course.
sell us off your link tree. So that's kind of, I feel like a lot of times it's the way that they engage with the comments, though, is how you can really tell. Like, if people are like organic and, you know, comment to people.
Yeah,
and
it's like the same thing. If the most guys out there or gals that are chirping about being rich or trying to flash, and they're always just dropping some bombs like that, they're not deep.
Yeah.
The flashier they are, the more broke they are.
They're not deep. They want to be deep, you know, stacked there, but they're not. And, you know, the guy that's walking around with a hole in his T-shirt, just whatever, not saying shit, you know, sometimes, and you would never know it, those guys are deep.
Yeah.
They don't need to pose, you know? So
right.
That's how you know.
Right.
I mean, a lot of times. There's a few that, you know, do both.
Yeah. And I think people just get like, they're trying to build off jealousy, which nobody wants to follow somebody they're jealous of. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, or anybody that makes you feel negative, you're like, oh,
Do you
why would
think
I?
a lot of the hate is from jealousy? Or do
Oh,
you think
my
it's
hate?
just, anyone that gets it, you think it's from jealousy, or do you think it's just some people just have that propensity to just want to be negative? What do you think?
Well, I feel like everybody has their own individual haters. Like, you probably have your own haters because people are jealous. They're like, you have your own show. You know, you're able to play at these games. Like, I should be in your spot. So I'm sure like you deal with a lot of those kind of haters. I get a lot of haters that are like, who the fuck is this kid? Like, who does he think you know, like, you think you even have the audacity to post this on the internet? Like, why should we ever care about? So like, I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've proven myself, or even just in that way. But I think in general, people are just dealing with a lot of stuff, and they take their anger out on people they don't know, and they want some sort of reaction.
Yeah, you could be right.
Probably not.
I mean, I just see a ton of people online. To me, I think I told you this, Nick, that I just refuse to engage with people who aren't funny, who aren't constructive, who are just like miserable POSs. I won't engage with that. Even if you're trolling me, but if you're trolling me in a really funny way and it's smart, I'm like, you know what? Hats off to you. Like, I'll follow you. I don't mind if you throw me under the bus. Just be good at it. Be good at your craft. But if you're just like spewing hate, it's usually like a small-minded, broke, I'll just say it. It's usually like broke, terrible guys. Like, the guys who are nice to me, the guys who are like well off or secure or whatever, they treat me very well on social media and in real life. But the guys who are broke and small-minded and miserable in their own existence and are insecure, they're terrible to me as a woman. This is just my perception.
I believe it.
So that's typically the hate I get, is just like guys calling me a whore.
Well, oh man,
yeah. You guys, such a stretch.
When I posted the clips of Robbie on TikTok, as a guy, like, I'd never have to deal with that. But when I saw the comments that were just even flooding some of those videos, I felt like I don't know, I was open up to a different world that women deal with. And not to go on, you know, I'm not trying to be political or anything, but it's just crazy. It's a totally different world. I think that people don't understand the negativity that. Yeah,
I mean, we're all experiencing different reasons for the negativity on social media. Nick just gets it because Nick just exists.
Yeah, or folds, you know, straight.
It's true, yeah. Just because I am.
But with you, a lot of people say like, oh, I didn't like Nick, and then I met him, and then he was like this great guy. I'm like, yeah, you just like don't see who he really is until you interact with him.
Yeah.
Because if you just look at his Twitter.
Yeah, if you just look at my Twitter and comments at the poker table, you're probably not going to get there.
Well, you're kind of an emotional tweeter.
I am. Knee-jerk emotions.
Yeah. If you had a delay on your Twitter where you're like, it won't send, and it's a 24-hour delay, I guarantee you'd like delete
I would
75%
I would never have posted a thing. You probably wouldn't even know I was on.
You like, and then that app you use where you type out a fucking paragraph in like caps, and then you post it. I'm like, what are you doing?
What app is that?
It's not an app. It's a thing where I give it a background and I put it in a picture and I write words in it.
Okay.
You can kind of get more characters in than with a regular tweet, right? Is that why you do it?
Yeah.
So, and then it's just his, I can tell when he's got that screenshot with all caps, I'm like, he's emotional. I already know what's going on. And then he's going to regret this. And then he's going to call me and then he's going to delete it. And then he's going to be like, what kind of tweet should I put out to say, sorry, I didn't mean it, guys. It's just a whole cycle.
She's not lying.
She's
not lying. We run this cycle usually once, but less now. I'm getting a lot better. I have vowed to just back away from the...
Well, there's two things that you're doing. You're being a little less emotional with your tweets, but you're also leaning into some stuff.
Yeah, that's what the difference is. So what I was doing, Matt, because I'm sure you're really curious about this.
I am.
Is, when this first started happening, like the show and people seeing me, all that stuff, I had this show, I taken a lot of heat, but I wasn't used to it. So I'm like fighting, right? Which I don't realize you cannot win, okay? Because I'm just like, you fight or flight, and I'm a fighter. So it was a bad strategy. But what I was doing also towards the middle of it is I was kind of firing back a little bit passive aggressive, and I'd go and I'd say, no, I don't want beef, but then I'd throw a mark, and I wasn't really being myself. So to her point, what it is I'm not looking for trouble. All the stupid shit people say I ignore, but if there's like a real big thing that goes on, now there's no more like half in, half out. Fuck you. So and now I feel good because it's like I could be me, So
Yeah.
I had to figure it out. It took me only like a year and a half, but
Send him $150 bill for therapy right
For that
now.
advice, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
I just
will.
needed to get it out. So
I will.
Yeah,
Is there one tweet that you regret the most?
that's a good question. You're good. You're good at this.
Let's get a list of all the bad tweets. There's like
I
5,000.
probably regret the most calling out a certain individual on something he did, even though he did it. And I probably wish I didn't do that because I was emotional and pissed off because I was getting, I was taking missiles into my bunker from.
Is there a bit of irony here? I think that our camera angles are not all working, but it's a little ironic.
But I'm under a truce right now. So I did a show 2 or 3 weeks ago, really going hard in the paint after that particular person. And I made a declaration on the air. If I never hear another peep, you'll never hear another peep out of me. And I swear I had no slapback. Not that he even cares, but I'm going to stick to my word. Never another peep out of me. I'm good. So anyways,
Sure.
moving right along. Yeah. What else? What's your most regrettable tweet? You don't really tweet though.
I don't really tweet as much.
What about your TikTok?
The most regrettable thing I probably did was like early on when people would say like really mean things to me, I would try to reply video to the.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, just
No.
You'd get hit harder, right?
yeah, just the worst. Put like some dramatic music behind it, and very cringeworthy. So that's definitely the thing.
We learn as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in process.
Yeah, it was like a moment I learned that if I reply to the positive comments, then more of those people come. And if I reply to the negatives, more of those people come because it's whoever's getting the attention.
The worst negative comments I get are people with like 2 followers.
Yes,
One of
with
those
no
accounts.
profile picture.
Yeah.
Because they just opened it so they could say that to you.
Yeah, because I've blocked them 3 other times.
I know. Or Twitter shut down whatever page that they fucked up.
Why do you think poker Twitter and like just poker players are so miserable?
You know what's really fun? It's really fun the guest is hitting these questions instead of us having
sorry,
to do
I'll
it.
sit back.
No,
I
I
don't
dig
even-
it. No, you don't understand that. I'm not saying that. I like it. This is a good thing, but I'm going to let
Why
Vero
are they
here.
so miserable? I don't know. Like it's a game where like only I think 5 or 10% of people are actually profitable, and everyone else is just miserably trying to get a piece of something, and it's a tough way to make an easy living. I think it probably makes people miserable. You're inside all day. You're not touching grass. I don't know. I couldn't do it. The swings are too much.
Do you think the poker industry, our industry, is more toxic than others, or do you think we just don't know because we're in this one?
Oh,
You know what I mean? Because I find it to be very, very, very toxic, and I often don't get it because we say the community, we're all poker players, but then everyone's just destroying everyone.
I think that we're probably more toxic because most people who are playing poker for a living don't have jobs, so you don't have anyone to be accountable to, so you don't have to have a good online presence or you'll get fired. Like you were not going Alan Kessler is not going to get fired from anything.
Yeah.
He can just go, even though Alan Kessler doesn't post that bad of stuff, but there's people who post some terrible things. There's no real consequences besides social ones.
Yeah.
So I would say it's probably more toxic because of the amount of people who don't have any accountability to any managers or corporate or anything.
Yeah, that really held me back even more at first because, you know, I'm owner of the Hustler stream and we have sponsors.
What do you own? I had no idea.
Well,
what?
It's a poker stream.
Oh, which one?
Hustler Casino Live.
I've never heard of it.
Well, they're number one.
That's at the bike, right?
It's at the bike. It is. Yeah, we're moving into the bike because there's an opening. There's an open space.
That's at the bike. That was so perfect.
I know.
You can leave me hanging.
Yeah. We almost wound up there. What was I saying?
Just about your credentials. You know.
Oh no, it wasn't a flex. What I was gonna say. Wow, I just got fucking. He just hit me with a little shot there. I dig it. No, okay, yeah, my credentials. So back to my credentials. No, because of the show and sponsors, I've often had to, like, you wouldn't know it, but I actually sit on my hands about how I want to, like, react sometimes because, to her point, I can't lose my job, but I can offend a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
tried having our sponsor on today. They couldn't make it. Anyways,
Too bad for
back
them.
to you, Val.
No, I mean that was the end of my point. I do think though there is a dynamic within poker. The cream rises to the top. The ones who are very successful tend to be smart, tend to be independent, no boss, and they kind of say what they want to try to hold people accountable. And they're not like in corporate when someone's not doing their job. You send them a little nudge like, hey, just wondering if we could circle back to this. Like, you have to be all politically correct. But, like, in poker, you'll just get called out.
Yeah.
No one cares. They're just going to say what they want. So it is a little bit more, I don't know if that's toxic. But people might take that a little personal.
Oh, it's toxic. I'd say there's only like 10% of positive vibes out there in the poker world.
I grew up being a tomboy and skateboarding with guys and snowboarding, and then I was just doing all kinds of guy stuff, I guess you could say, stereotypically. And guys were always like super toxic. I grew up around that, and abusive childhood. What can you do? Now I'm used to it. Doesn't bother me. I fit right in. Here I am, fucking co-hosting with fucking Nick Vertucci. That's my life now.
You're welcome.
My parents don't know how to use YouTube, so they didn't watch that.
You're welcome.
Are they on TikTok?
No.
No?
My parents don't even have a cell phone.
Okay.
Eric just messaged me. He goes, "It's Eric Person, not persons. I do it every time."
Well, I'm going to call him Pearson then.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't you dare.
Don't do that.
He's going to be on soon. But sorry about that, Eric Person. But I do it every time. And you know how many people have corrected me? They're like, it's person. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know. And then I just go persons. So
Dave 1970 said potty mouth Veronica. Yes. I believe this is an over 18 show. We can swear. And if the occasion calls for it, I will do it. I need to be organic. I need to be myself. I'm an artist, damn it.
I should have asked before this if I was allowed to swear.
Oh, you are. You are.
Yeah,
You're
I think
good.
I've crossed that line already.
Drop them.
Okay.
Drop it like it's hot. It's also okay with nudity if you want to show your nipples.
Well, we'll see. I usually charge for that as well. So it's there's a list of things that
I thought as soon as I saw you, sex symbol. This guy
thank
charges
you.
for his nipples. For
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the next James Dean for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
So we talked about poker and you not being a professional poker player. Who's your favorite? I guess you're more into social media. So who's your favorite vlogger?
Ooh, that's a fun question. There's a lot. I'd say I'm probably gonna get in trouble because I'll probably forget somebody, but it's probably a toss-up.
It's not an Academy Award.
No.
But there's just give us your favorite vlogger.
No, there's two.
Nobody's watching, bro.
There's two.
Yeah, and you don't need to thank God or anything.
I'd like to
just
thank my
tell us who your
mom
favorite
and dad for believing in me. It's between Poker Llama and Greg Goes All In. Those are like I love Llama because was like the first guy on TikTok and his is a lot more skill based, and I don't know if you know Greg, but Greg is just really funny and has kind of embraced
I love his energy.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal. So one of those two.
Yeah, no, it is.
Or the Casino King. He's solid.
The Casino King's the nuts. Yeah,
yeah, he is.
Your energy's not as good as Greg Olsen. It's good. All right. Inside joke. Anyways, yeah.
Nick is a really big fan of Greg Goes All In.
Yeah.
Are you lying?
No.
Okay.
He's
I didn't know if I was
huge fan.
Huge. Huge. He doesn't even have to say anything, and I'm a fan because it's his energy that I feel.
He started his own stream lately. I don't know if you saw it. So
What kind of
$1,
stream?
$1.
Oh, he's playing $1. What,
Yeah.
heads up with himself? What is he doing it with?
With a bunch of people, but there's like a punishment if you lose. So like they smacked each other in the face with like a tortilla if you lose that showdown. It's kind of like the stand-up game. It's like the stand-up game but violent, you know?
That's
Oh
good.
my God, I would
Creative.
love to do that to Nick.
Yeah. So maybe that's something that
Smack you
you.
with a tortilla shell, with a burrito shell. Smack right off the
My
oven.
daughter made a TikTok of her and her friends slapping each other with a tortilla.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
It's crazy the things that that it gets people to do.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, yeah, let's give away something. Okay, so Dana, I don't know what your system's going to be.
I want to give away Nick Vertucci. I just want to send
Yes,
him in the
overnight
mailbox.
me to someone's house.
Yeah.
That's right.
Surprise!
Ta-da! Let's give away a Nick Vertucci sweatshirt in any size you want. It's has this logo on it. Yeah, this logo here. Let's do that. But how do we? Who do we pick? Like, how do we want to do it? We don't have any of this planned, bro. Just so you
No, I
know.
like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I like it.
I say our guest picks someone from the chat
Oh, that's it. You pick.
randomly.
You randomly pick someone, and that person will get it. They have to text their size.
All
It's
right.
black. No
and
choice in
Dana
color.
says she's ready.
And it can't be Dana because she's
It
already
can-
getting.
She's getting one anyway.
already getting
Dana's
one.
already getting stuff.
All right. So are these the names?
Yeah, these are the names. So you.
And Dana, we're going to drop ship directly from pokerrags.us. So if anyone wants gear, you can get Hustler gear, Nick Vertucci gear, High Stakes Poker gear,
Let's see
podcast gear and this is Billy DeGaff's website,
non-wrench.
pokerrags.us.
For now, yeah.
Okay. Let's go with Nathan Ramirez.
Nathan Ramirez, can you put in your size in the chat? And Dana's gonna.
Is Nathan, are you the one who works for me?
What?
I can't. If it is, just say yes. You'll still get the gear, and then we'll give something else away.
I didn't know that. So
No.
this isn't
Just
rigged.
randomly
It's
No,
not
I
rigged.
could be
Diverse.
wrong.
The one non-wrench.
Let's read Gene Francis Roy's comment.
No.
No. No.
He says Nick is handsome. Oh my
She.
God.
It's a she, I think.
No,
Please
it's a
be
he. It's
please,
a he.
Okay, well, I'll take it still. Okay, well, whatever. What size, Mr. Ramirez, if you're not one of my content creators?
Well, we're gonna be giving away lots,
I know.
but if
I
that would be
work
so
for
funny if
HCL.
you just like randomly.
Yeah, he
pick the
works
one.
for ACL, Nathan Ramirez.
All right.
He
so-
just typed it. So
so
you're
somebody else?
gonna get whatever you want anyways, but wow, did you get lucky. So pick someone
James
else.
says
Great.
Nick is sexy.
I am.
If you guys can all talk about how sexy Nick is in the chat so that he can feel good.
I
Yeah.
think we picked James then.
Oh,
There we go. Easy decision.
wow, gosh, dude, I love it.
James
There you go.
Oh,
Tyrone.
maybe that was
Is that another
why they
person who works
did
for you?
that. No, that person
Oh, I
does
was like,
not work
are
for
these
me.
just your whole staff?
So
It's-
James,
Yeah, 120
There's like
employees.
7 of them in the back.
James Tyrone's an extra large. Dana's got that covered. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
We just gave
so
away
Dana,
some fun
figure
stuff.
out how to get that shipped to him from Billy, and make sure Billy knows it's on my dime. Okay, first giveaway. And again, if you're listening or watching, you must sub to be able to win, and you must sub to be able to chat. So sub. Anyways,
free.
Poker Stiff says Veronica is the beauty queen of Oland.
what is that?
I don't know. I think they forgot the P.
Poland. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Nothing gets past you, Nick.
wow, I sounded that out perfect. Hi, I'm Veronica from Poland.
From Oland. From Oland. Val is hot. Thank you.
Oh, see, we just sit here all day and read. We delete
so
all the
Tatiana
negative
Fox
stuff.
is from Australia, and I've hung out with her a couple times. We play PLO together. She's in the chat right now. Shout out to Tatiana. She gave me a really cute Australia keychain that I use on my spare key, and I always think of her when I look at it.
That's nice.
Tatiana's the best.
Thank you,
She's
Tatiana.
a hot blonde too.
Is she? How
Yeah.
hot?
I mean, she's hot. I think she's
Oh, is
around-
that the gal that asked you to dinner on Twitter? Like, are you going to be in town?
No, I don't think
That
so.
was a different one. Okay.
I'm very popular, Nick.
If
Please
she's really
keep
hot,
it.
I want a keychain.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you bring Nick a keychain, Tatiana, next
Yes.
time you come to Vegas?
Finish.
She's
the
got
sentence.
she's got some boy toys. In
Oh, she
Vegas.
does?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I
You know the scoop.
I know the scoop. Yeah. Some hot pros.
Oh, poker pros.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Tatiana, you get it, girl.
I'm a pro.
Everybody's a pro.
Everybody's a pro.
Are you?
Chat pro.
I don't know.
I'm a chat pro.
Yeah, I'll be a chat pro. I don't know what I am. All right, that's fair.
So are you gonna play Hustler again? Like, what was your experience like?
I don't know. I mean, I had a great time. So, I mean, I'd love to at some point. Just got to find time to get back out here and see if Ryan will have me after.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I rewatched it, I wish I was more aggressive. So that's
I don't think you need to be. I mean, you do whatever you want. If you want to be more aggressive, go ahead. It's your money, whether you win or lose. But man, if you just you can bring other things. Like if you loosen up and you start like you've been trolling me since you got here, like really good zingers. You know, you should fire those off while you're playing.
Yeah. Now that we know each other.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like
true.
I feel like if I would have just got in there and started like zinging you, you'd be like this fucking.
You know what?
guy.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Right? Someone did that to me recently too, and I'm like, I don't know you, but no, that's good reason.
You know, I hate it when someone doesn't know me and they try to fire off zingers at me like we're friends. And I'm like, bro, this is not it.
Like, who are you?
Yeah. Because if Nick called me a name like a skank at the table, I'd fucking, laugh and fire back, depending on my mood. But if if some random dude called me a skank, you know how fucking pissed off I'd be?
Yeah.
Because
rightfully
like,
so.
Who are you? You're not my friend. So you should have done that to Nick.
Just called him a skank.
Called him a skank.
Just sat
Walk
right
in,
down.
hey, what's up, skank?
What's up, skank?
There he is.
Whatever. 'Cause I've been called worse, so I probably take it as a compliment. Yeah.
Do you ever get people coming up to you though? Because I think Nick probably is the most popular out of all of us because you own Hustler. You know that little show. So do you ever get people coming up to you because they follow you on social media, they watch all your podcasts, they watch you on Hustler, they think they know you, but you don't know them, and they have like interactions with you as though they're your close friend or something? I've had people do that to me, and I'm like,
Yes.
this is weird.
Yeah, I was at actually one of there's a guy that my middle daughter is kind of seeing ish.
Oh.
But before that, I was at the gas station pumping gas, and this kid goes, "Hey, you're Nick from Hustler." I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Whatever." And that's it. And I remember the thing, and then come to find out, she's like, "Hey, so and so met you at the gas station." And so I don't know if he's like dating my daughter now because he wants to be on the show, or if he really likes my daughter. So it's so weird. Yeah. Sometimes at restaurants, anyone who's a poker fan, they just whatever. I lost a couple weeks ago. I lost a really big amount, and I was coming off the stage, and a couple from somewhere said, "Hey, can we take a picture?" And I'm like, I just want to go home. I just lost everything. But yes,
But that's a little different than someone coming up to you and thinking they know you.
Yeah. Totally. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Nick kind of didn't get what I was asking.
What do you mean?
No, because I think people coming up to you and taking a picture with you
Okay.
is different than someone coming up to you and thinking that they know you.
Because they see me so often
Yeah.
that they feel like they know me.
Because in their mind, they've created a relationship with you because they've seen you so much.
They'll just immediately start talking about subjects and like we've known each other. And sometimes I do sit there and I'm scrambling.
You're like, I don't know who
Well,
this
I'm
person
scrambling.
is.
I'm like, I know I never remember anyone, so I probably know this person.
Yeah.
And then I just give them that blank 1,000-yard stare, and they go, "Oh, we haven't met." And I go,
by the way,
thank God. I mean, because this is getting really bad if you're like my nephew or something,
Caitlyn from Texas Poker is in the hizzy. What's up? Caitlyn's coming here, isn't she?
Yes, Caitlyn. What are the dates you and Nikki are coming? It's May some shit.
May some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you in May
I
some
have
shit,
it on
Caitlyn.
I have it on my calendar. You know what's funny is I meant to and I didn't. I meant to text Caitlyn in the last 2 days. I was picking up my phone to do it at least twice to tell her to come on to the show at some point, her and Nikki. So if you want to come on today, Caitlyn, hit me. It'll probably be after 5:30 p.m. or 6 if you guys want to. No pressure, because that's our last person coming on. That's Haley Hanna.
You're going
We'd
till
love
6.
to have you guys
We're
on
going
to
till 6, yeah.
talk some shit.
So Fish Poker's in the chat.
Yep.
Do you follow him on TikTok?
On Instagram, yeah, and TikTok.
Okay, yeah, I love his TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Shout
phenomenal.
out to Fish Poker. I'm a big fan of his. And who else is in
Just
here?
keep swimming.
Joey Pigtails, what's up? Yeah, Fish Poker's TikTok is actually great. No offense, but his is great. No,
It's not. I don't take offense to somebody else being great.
I'm just bugging you.
No. I there's a lot of great people out there, especially I think people sleep on TikTok. Like there's a lot of poker content on there.
Shit. Okay, real quick. Vincent, can you send an email if you haven't already to Blank Check Ben? He's supposed to come on at noon and it's 12:04. You did. and you'll know when he taps in.
For some
He
reason, I thought he
promised
was
me
coming
wouldn't be
here.
late. Okay, but I'm gonna hit him right now because we got a half an hour till Eric Person comes on.
So when TikTok first came out, I was like, this isn't for poker. Poker's more Twitter and YouTube, but I would say Fish Poker, your TikTok. I love your interviews. I love the hand histories. I do think that there's a place for short form media, 3 minutes, but there's 10-minute videos now on TikTok, right?
Yeah. I don't know if people watch them, but you can. Yeah.
I've watched a couple. It's a little long.
Yeah. It's a long time to just be on your phone, but
yeah, I mean, if you're going to do an extensive hand history or a little mini vlog for 10 minutes, I think that's great.
Yeah, and I think like TikTok's that's the young audience. So if you want to grow poker, Twitter is probably not going to be the space because it's kind of a dying platform.
Get this guy out of here.
I think that TikTok is like there's a lot of people asking me like what are blinds? Like how does the game work? I get those in every video, and I think that it's probably the platform growing the game the most. So I don't think about it like that. I don't think of like, oh, we need this one thing and that's where we're going to be. We're going to be everywhere. Poker, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, there are people who are more on Instagram, people who are more on Twitter. I like it all. But I think TikTok's just another one of those tools. Yeah.
Like you said, to bring in more young people.